Hello students, welcome to the next lecture on the transportation problem. Today I will explain you with the help of the 15 plus numerical examples how you can solve the transportation problem with the help of northwest corner method. Myself Dr. Harish. You can follow and subscribe my YouTube channel. What we have discussed so far related to the transportation problem. If you have some origin, say O1, O2, O3, destinations are D1, D2, D3 and D4. The capacity of the each origin is denoted by B1, B2, B3 and the requirements for the destination DIs are denoted by AI such that the transportation cost from O1 to D1 is denoted by C11. Transportation cost from O1 to D2 is denoted by C12 and so on. Remember students, Cij, this represents my transportation cost from the origin OI to the destination DJ. Fine. Now our target is to find the optimal allocations which will minimizing the transportation cost. We have to find the allocation in such a way that the capacity and the requirement will also fulfill. Now we always remember whenever our target is to find the optimal solution, we always need firstly the feasible solution. Fine. Whenever you have target is to find the optimal solution, your first target is to find the feasible solution. And in the transportation problem, how you can find the feasible solution? We have the three different methods. The first method is a northwest corner, least cost method, and the Vogel approximation methods. For more details about the mathematical formulations of the transportation problem, you can watch my playlist optimization technique and you can see the transportation problem and mathematical model lecture available in this playlist. Although the northwest corner and the least square method is also available, but based on the students' request, I will cover the 15 plus numerical examples separately for the northwest corner in this lecture. Now, in this lecture, we will cover the first method, how you can find the basic feasible solutions or called as the initial basic feasible solution IBFS by using the northwest corner method. Make sure students, these three methods will give you only the feasible solution. This method will give you only the feasible solution, but these solutions, it may or may not be optimal, may or may not be optimal. How you can check whether they are optimal or not? We will apply the method known as the Modi method, or sometimes it is called as UV method. Fine. Whenever you want to check whether the solution obtained by any of these methods is optimal or not, we will apply the UV method. However, in order to start finding the solutions, we have to find the feasible solution. That feasible solution we can find by either of the method. So in this lecture, we will cover firstly the northwest corner method. So whenever you want to apply the northwest corner least cost method or the Vogel approximation, your transportation problem must be balanced one. What is the meaning of the balanced? If you have the capacities, the total of the BIs, it must be equal to the total of the requirement. Whenever the requirement and the total capacity are same, then we can say it's a balanced transportation problem. Otherwise, we call as the unbalanced transportation problem. Now let's start with the 15 plus numerical example in this lecture. Make sure students, the first step you have to check only for the balanced transportation problem. I hope before I start with the numerical example, you can like and comment on this video as well. So first of all, your target is to find the initial basic feasible solutions. Fine. So nothing is given to you which method you can apply. So because this lecture is my northwest corner method, so I can start finding the initial basic feasible solution by using northwest corner method. Our target is to firstly check whether they are balanced or not. What is the sum of the demand? It's a 150. What is the supply sum? 40 plus 30, 70, 90 and 150. That means my problem is balanced problem. Fine. My problem is balanced problem. Another thing you have to check is my transportation problem is always minimization. Fine. If nothing is given to you, that means it is a minimization problem. Like in this case, find the initial basic feasible solution of the transportation problem. It is not given whether they are maximization or minimization. If nothing is given to you, that means it is a minimization. On the other hand, if my problem is the maximization, fine, then you have to convert into the minimization problem firstly. So that kind of the problem we will also discuss in this lecture. I will cover the 15 plus examples with the all different kind of the varieties. So now let's start with this because this problem is my balance. Now what is the northwest corner method? Northwest corner method. You can always start from the first element. Find your target is to find the allocation. I denoted the allocation here. कैसे allocation दोगे आप? The first element and first element. Find the minimum of 30 and 40. What is the minimum of 30 and 40 is 30. You can write here is 30. यहाँ से 30 minus 30 is 0 and this number is my 10. Is it okay? Fine. Start from the left corner. That is a northwest corner. This is my northwest corner. Find the minimum of these two elements. The number is 10. Now there is no supply. So you can leave the first row. Now look at the second value. Minimum of 10, minimum of 40. Minimum is my 10. So this number is 10 cancel and the remaining is my 30. Now you can see the column is over. Now look at the second value. Minimum of 30 and 50. Minimum is 30. So that 30 cancel. This number is my 20. Now because the row is cancelled, now look at the second. Fine, because this element has no number. 20 and 20. This is 20 and 20. Both are my 0. Now O3 row is cancelled. D2 is cancelled. The last number is 60 and 60. Fine. Now the number which I have written in this case, that is a 30, 10. 30 is called as X11 is 30. This number is 2 and 1. X21. This is my 10. X22 is my 30. What is the number? 3 and 2. X32 is my 20. And the last number is 43 is my 60. These are called as allocations. Fine. Now the next step is you have to check whether these allocations are degenerate or the non-degenerate. How you can check? How many rows are there? Number of the rows are 4. Number of the columns are 3. I denoted the number of the rows are m. Number of the columns are n. Whenever the allocations are m plus n minus 1, we call as a non-degenerate solutions. And whenever the allocations are less than m plus n minus 1, we have a degenerate solution. Always remember, our target is to find the non-degenerate solution always. Now you can see what is the m plus n minus 1? M plus n minus 1 is 7 minus 1, 6. But how many allocations you have? You have the 5 allocations. Therefore, the solution or the initial solution obtained is degenerate. Fine. The initial solution obtained is degenerate. Why? Because the allocations are less than m plus n minus 1. Therefore, you can find the initial cost because this is the initial basic feasible solution. I can define the initial cost is 30 multiplied to 4, 120 plus 10 into 4, 40 plus 30 into 1, 30 plus 60, 20 into 6, 120 plus 60 into 4 is a 420. Now you can add them. It's a 420, 240 and 70. So that's a 730 is my initial cost of the transportation problem. Remember, this is the feasible cost only. Fine, it may be optimal, it may not. Okay, look at this next one. Find the initial basic feasible solutions of the transportation problem. Firstly, we will check whether it's a balanced or not. Fine. So what is the sum is 190. The sum is 210. So that means the problem is my unbalanced problem. Once this is an unbalanced problem, your target is to convert into the balanced problem. How you can convert them? You can see the sum is 190, this is 120. इसका मतलब यहाँ पे आपको एक रो, you have to add the another row which is a 40 and element capacity must be 20 so that it will be balanced, because my problem is the minimization and the cost can never be negative, so the minimum cost will be 0. So I have to add the dummy row. This D4 is called as dummy row. Fine. Now the problem is balanced, so we can start with the allocations. The first element northwest is 60, 90. Minimum is 60. So that number is my 30. Fine. तो पहला column cancel हो गया. Now look at the second one is 30 and 30. The minimum is 30. Fine. So the second column is also cancelled. First row is cancelled. Now the next number is 50 and 40. Minimum is 40 and this number is my 10. देखिए यहाँ पे तो आप कर नहीं ना सकते, यहाँ पे तो कोई नंबर ही नहीं है आपके पास. Now look at that number because this element is row is cancelled. 10 and 60. Minimum is my 10. Then it's a 50. Then 50 and 70. That number is 50. And here is 20. And the last number is 20. Fine. So what are my allocations? Allocations are x11 which is equal to 60, x12 is equal to 30, x23 is equal to 40, x34 is equal to 10, x35 is equal to 50, and x44, sorry, this is 33, this is 34, x44 is my 20. What is the m? M यहाँ से देखना आपको, your target is m is 4, n is number of the columns 4, because आपने northwest इस problem पे लगाया है. Fine. So what is the m plus n minus 1? 8 minus 1 is 7. But how many allocations you have? You have the 6 allocations. Therefore, your solution is degenerate basic feasible solution. Fine. So what is the initial cost? So you can easily find the initial cost is, you can multiply them 60 into 14 plus 30 into 19 plus 40 into 15 plus 10 into 8 plus 50 into 20 plus 0 into 20. After the calculation, you will get some answer, and that is the initial feasible cost of the transportation problem. Okay, look at this another one. Find the given below as the unit cost array of the 3 supplies A, B, C, 1, 2, 3 as supplier. Demands are there. And use the northwest corner, find the initial basic feasible solution. Firstly, check whether the problem is balanced or not. Fine. So look at that, this side 90, 120. From this side, this number is my 57 plus 40 plus 23, 0, 120. So that means my problem is balanced problem. So we can start with the northwest corner. So that is first value. 25, 50, minimum is 25. So it is my 25. Next number is 32, 25, minimum is 25. तो बाकी कितना रह गया? That's a 7. यहाँ पे कोई नंबर ही नहीं आएगा because there is no supply for the 1. Fine. The next number is at this point 7 and 40. This is 7. This is my 33. Next number is 33 and 40. That is 7 and 33. Next number is 7, 30. That number is my 23 and 7. And the last number is 23. हमेशा याद रखो लास्ट नंबर हमेशा सेम आएगा. अगर ये सेम नहीं आया तो आपकी कैलकुलेशन मिस्टेक है. So what is the m? How many rows you have? 3. Number of the columns 4. So therefore m plus n minus 1 कितना हो गया? 7 minus 1 6. So you can see 1 2 3 4 5 6. There are the 6 allocations. So therefore your solution is my non-degenerate basic feasible solutions. Fine. So can you find the initial cost? Initial cost will be 25 into 8. Fine. Plus 25 into 10 plus 9 into 7 plus 33 into 4 plus 7 into 10 and last 23 into 8. So after the calculation, you will get the initial basic feasible solution cost of the transportation problem. Look at the another one. Find the initial basic solution. Check whether they are degenerate or non-degenerate. Clearly say this is my balanced transportation problem. Fine. So now let's start with the cost. The first one is 5, 7. Minimum is 5, remaining is 2. Then for the next one, minimum is 2 and 8. Minimum is 2. Next number is my 6. Then next part, 9 and 6. Minimum is 6. Remaining is my 3. Next number, 3, 7. Minimum is 3. Remaining is 4. Next number, 4 and 18. Minimum is 4. Remaining is 14. And the last 14 and 14, that number is 14. Fine. What is the M? Number of the allocations, number of the rows, and number of the columns. Therefore, M plus N minus 1. 7 minus 1 is 6. So is the 6 allocation? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, you have the non-degenerate basic feasible solutions. And what are the allocations? Fine. आपको एग्जाम में लिखना कैसे है? You have to write the allocation. This number is first row, first column. X11 is 5. Then X21 is my 2. X22 is my 6. This number is third row, second column. X32 is my 3. And X33 is my 4. And the last number is X43 is equal to 14. Now since the allocations which is equal to M plus N minus 1, therefore the allocation we have obtained are non-degenerate BFS. Once you have the non-degenerate BFS, can you find the initial cost? Because remember, these are only feasible costs, not the optimal. So that means 2 into 5, 10, 2 into 3, 6, 6 into 3, 18, 4 into 3, 12, 2, 4 into and 24 into 8. After the calculation, you will get the answer is the required initial basic feasible solution. Optimal solution हम इसके बाद करेंगे lecture में. That is a UV method. Fine. चलिए, look at this another one. Suppose a company has 3 plants, 1, 2, and 3, and the respective capacities are 7, 12, and 8. These are my capacities. The plants are required to meet the demand of the 4 markets, 1, 2, 3, and 4, having 5, 12, 6, and 4. The cost of the shipping is my given. Design the initial shipment cost, which minimizing the cost. So problem is minimization. Firstly, we will see whether they are balanced or not. It's a 19, 19, 27. From this case, 17, 17 plus 10 is 27. So that means the problem is my balanced problem. Fine. So once the problem is balanced, we can start with the allocations. 5, 7. Minimum is 5. Remaining is my 2. Then this side 2 and 12. Minimum is 2. And always find the minimum between the capacity and the demand. Then first row cancel hogi. Then this number will be 10 and 12. So minimum is 10. Remaining is my 2. Next number, it's my 2. This number is my 4. Next number 4 and 8. Minimum is 4. And final is 4 and 4. आप अपना आंसर एग्जाम में चेक भी कर सकते हो. देखिए इनिशियल वैल्यू 5 थी ना. The allocation is 5. This is 12. 2 plus 10 is 12. Initially 6. 2 plus 4 is 6. Similarly for the row wise. Fine. How many allocations you have? M is 3. Number of the columns 4. And your allocations M plus N minus 1 will be 6. And you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means you will get the non-degenerate BFS. Then what is the cost? Cost will be 5 into 5 plus 2 into 8, 10 into 4, 2 into 8, 5 into 4, 4 into 13. After the calculation, you will get the initial cost. और इसको तो आप लिख लोगे, that is what is the x11 5. इसको 2 को कैसे लिखोगे, x12 is equal to 2 and so. Okay, look at this another one. Calculate the feasible solution of the transportation problem. यहाँ पे कुछ नहीं लिखा whether minimization or maximization. It means this is the minimization. So we will see whether they are balanced or not. 9 and 7 is 160. This is 60. 60 30. It's a 130. It's an unbalanced problem. Fine. So your first target is to convert unbalanced into the balanced problem. तो किधर से कम है आपके पास, इधर से कम है ना, तो आपको क्या करना होगा, एक कॉलम ऐड करिए जिसकी वैल्यू कितनी रख दी हम, द डिफरेंस बिटवीन देम 30 और सबकी एलोकेशन क्या हो जाए 0, लाइक हियर. Clear? Now this problem is balanced problem. Now you can start the allocation. 30 and 50. Allocation 30, remaining 20. Next one 20, 25. Minimum is 20. Allocation remaining 5. Next number 5 and 40. Minimum is 5. Remaining is 35. Next 35, 35. That is 35. Then ये रो पूरी कैंसिल होगी. Then the last number is 40 and 70. Remaining is 30 and the last number is 30. तो आपका m कितना है, नंबर ऑफ दी रोज कितनी है 1 2 3, नंबर ऑफ दी कॉलम्स कितने हैं 1 2 3 4 5. ऑलवेज रिमेंबर स्टूडेंट्स, आपको गिवन प्रॉब्लम में से नहीं उठाना. फाइन, गिवन में आपका n कितना है 4, बट ये बैलेंस नहीं है. इज इट ए बैलेंस? नो, इट इज नॉट ए बैलेंस. दिस प्रॉब्लम इज माई बैलेंस, सो n इज माई 5. सो आपका m प्लस n माइनस 1 कितना होना चाहिए 7. फाइन, तो यू कैन सी वेदर दे आर 7 और नॉट. 1 2 3 4 5 6. दैट मीन्स द सोल्यूशन इज माई डीजेनरेट BFS सोल्यूशन. और आप इसकी कॉस्ट निकाल लेना अपने आप. 3 into 11, 20 into 20, 5 into 16 and then solve. Okay, find the initial basic feasible solutions. Now you can see this problem is my maximization. Fine. So your target is firstly convert this problem into minimization. तो कैसे convert करेंगे इसे minimization में? It's a very simple. Look at these numbers. बैलेंस और अनबैलेंस बाद में चेक करना, पहले मिनिमाइजेशन में कन्वर्ट करने के बाद. यू हैव टू फर्स्टली कन्वर्ट टू द मिनिमाइजेशन एंड देन चेक वेदर दे आर बैलेंस्ड और नॉट. लुक एट द लार्जेस्ट नंबर इन दिस एलिमेंट. लुक एट द मैक्सिमम एलिमेंट. व्हाट इज द मैक्सिमम एलिमेंट इन दिस केस इज, इफ यू लुक अबाउट द मैक्सिमम एलिमेंट इज 44. फाइन. So then what I can do is I can subtract 44 from each number. Fine. From each element, or you can see the from each cost. That means this number is 44 minus 40. So I can subtract in this manner. 44 minus 40, 44 minus 44, 44 minus 38, 44 minus 28, 44 minus and so on. तो सब नंबर में से 44 माइनस कर दीजिए. यू विल सी दैट नंबर बिकम्स 4, 25 becomes 19 and so on. And now because this problem is my minimization, fine, now you can check whether they are balanced or unbalanced. Check whether they are balanced or unbalanced. We can add the row, we can add the supply, and you can see my problem is unbalanced problem. So once this is unbalanced, we have to add the dummy row or column. You can see the demand sum is less, so I can add the dummy column with the elements is my zeros and the remaining elements. What is the remaining is 200 minus 150, that is 50. Now this problem is my balanced problem, and once this is the balanced problem, you can apply the northwest corner method. So first value is 45, 100. Minimum is 45. Remaining element is 55. Next element 20 and 55. This is 20. The remaining is 35. Fine. Then next number is 60 and 35. Minimum is 35. Remaining is 25. Next number is 25, 30. This number is 25. Remaining is 5. Next number is 5, 5, and it is number is 25. Then 25 and 70. Its minimum is 25 and this number is my 45. तो देखिए यहाँ पे कैंसिल नहीं ना हुआ पूरा, इसका मतलब कहीं पे गलती हुई है आपकी. फाइन, कहीं पे कैलकुलेशन मिस्टेक हुई है, तो वो कैसे चेक करेंगे? वी कैन सी, हमें 100 चाहिए. इज इट 100? यस 100. इस 30, इस 30, 25 यहाँ नहीं बना, इस कॉलम वाइज चेक कर लेते हैं. 20, 60. तो इसका मतलब ये कहाँ गलती हुई है? अभी ये 25 यहाँ गया तो पूरा तो है, तो कहाँ गलती हुई है? ये 50. तो इसका पहले ये चेक कर लें कि एज सम तो नहीं गलत कर दिया हमने. यस, दैट इज इट्स अ 150, इट्स अ 155, इट्स अ 155. तो 155 में तो आपको क्या ऐड करना था? दैट नंबर विल बी 45. नाउ यू कैन सी द 45 एंड 45 विल बी कैंसल. ठीक है, आप इस तरह से एग्जाम में चेक कर सकते हो अपना आंसर. सो व्हाट इज द एम? नंबर ऑफ द रोज, number of the columns 5. So what is the m plus n minus 1? That is my 7. So you can see whether the 7 allocations are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Yes, the solution is my non-degenerate BFS solution. Clear? Chaliye, look at this another one. The manufacturing company air cooler has the 2 plants located at Mumbai and Kolkata. Weekly capacity is, so that is a capacity. Weekly capacity is 200 and 100. They supply their cooler to the 4 showrooms located at Patiala, Delhi, Lucknow and Kanpur with the demands. With the demand is 75, 100, 100 and 30. The cost of the transportation, this is the cost of the products transfer from Mumbai to Patiala is 90, Mumbai to Delhi is 90 and so on. And you have to find the transportation problem. Since my problem is the minimizations and you can see that it is my unbalanced problem. Once this is my unbalanced, then you have your target is to convert into the balanced problem. So difference is 5. So that means we have to add the row. So I can add the dummy row with the elements capacity is my 5. So let's start with this. 75, 200. Allocation is 75. Remaining is 125. 100, 125. Minimum is 100. So remaining is 25 still. 100 and 25. Minimum allocation is 25. तो यहाँ कितना रह गया? That's a 75. Then look at the next number. 75, 100. Minimum is 75. The remaining is 25. Then 25 and 30. So that number is my 25. Remaining is 5 and 5 last number is 5. Fine. So number of the allocations. M is my 3. There are the 3 columns or the rows. Number of the columns are 4. So M plus n minus 1. It will be 6. So you have the 6 allocations. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yes, you will get the non-degenerate BFS solutions. And the cost will be 75 into 90 plus second cost is 100 into 90 plus 25 into 100 plus 75 into 130 plus 25 into 85 and plus 5 into 0. After using the calculator or by using the manual calculation, you will get the initial basic feasible solution. उम्मीद करता हूँ आप वीडियो को लाइक एंड कमेंट जरूर करें. Okay, next category is suppose you have the different cities A, B and C which supply the warehouses D, E and F. The monthly capacities are 50, 100 and 200s respectively. The monthly requirements are this. The shipping cost is given to be. So it's a very simple how you can do that. Firstly, your target is to write as a matrix or as a table. There is a B, C, D, E, and F. What is the transportation cost from A to D? A to D is my 2. A to E, 1. A to F, 4. Similarly, you can write for the second one, 3, 1, 2. And the next one is 5, 6, and 7. Is it okay? Now, what is the next one is given to you? You have the initial cost. Now, what is given to you? You have the monthly factory capacities. These are the factories A, B, C. What is the capacity is my 50. Another capacity is my 150. And next number is 200. And 100, 130 are my below numbers. Fine. Now, firstly, check whether they are balanced or not. This is the 400. And you can see this number is my 430. The problem is my unbalanced. Fine. So you can convert it into the balanced problem. I can add the dummy row, which value as a difference is 30. I can add the dummy row as a 30 value. So let's start with this number. 50, 100. Minimum is 50. Fine. Next number is 50, 150. Minimum is 50. Remaining is 100. Next number 130. Minimum is 100. Remaining is 30. Next number is 230. Minimum is 30. Remaining is my 170. 200, 170. Minimum is 170. Remaining is 30. And last number will be same. So that means there is no mistake up to the calculations. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are the 6 allocations. Fine. And you can also see the value of the M is my 4. N is my 3. So what is implies? M plus N minus 1 is my 6. Therefore, we will get the non-degenerate BFS solutions. And you can find the allocations x11, 50 and so on. You can write them, and the initial cost is 15 to 2 plus 15 to 3 plus 100 into 1 plus 30 into 6 plus 170 into 7 plus 30 into 0, and you will get the required answer of the problem. Okay, look at this another one. There are the 3 parties, 1, 2 and 3, which supply the quantity of the coal to the 3 customers. These are my customers. These are my parties. Fine. It is given that the party 1 has 14 units ton. It has a 12 units. It has a 5 units. Customer A has the 6 units, 10 and 15. Find the initial solution which minimizing the cost. Fine. So पहले वही check करेंगे whether it's a balanced or unbalanced. Clearly say the problem is my balanced problem. So we can start the allocations. What is the allocation? 6, 14, 6 and it will be 8. 10 and 8. It is 8. Remaining is my 2. 2 and 12. Minimum is 2. Remaining is my 10. Then 15 and 10. It's a 5. Remaining is, sorry, 5 and 10 is a 10. Remaining is 5. And the last number is 5 and 5. What is the number of the rows? Number of the row are 3. Number of the columns are 3. Therefore, M plus N minus 1, it will be 5. And you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Therefore, we will get the non-degenerate BFS solutions. मैं फिर बता रहा हूं, you can check your answers like this allocation is 6 plus 8, 14. 2 plus 10, 12. 5, 5. Similarly, for the column wise, 6, 6. 8 plus 2, 10. 10 plus 5, 15 always. So then you can find the initial allocations is x11 is my 6, x12 is my 8, and so on. And the initial cost will be 6 into 6, 36, 8 into 8, 64, 2 into 9, 18, 10 into 3, 30, plus 30. That is the initial transportation cost which are moving from the one for this transportation problem. You can see we have solved all these 15 problems with the help of the northwest corner method. But make sure we have the another methods also called as the least cost methods, find, and the Vogel approximation method. We will solve the same 15 examples with the help of these two methods in our next videos as well. Till then, you can solve these four examples like example number 1, example number 2, example number 3, and example number 4. You can try to solve as an exercise and let me know whether you are able to understand these lectures in an easy manner or not. I'm waiting for your comment in the comment box. We will see the next lecture on the 15 plus examples of the least cost methods as well. Till then, you can share this video with your friends, like and comment on the video. Happy learning always. Best wishes. Thanks for the watching. Goodbye.